Hello and welcome to the Swiss Mixed Nationals Day 2. It's finals day for us here. And we've got FSL playing Fly High Omega, the third team. And we're starting off with a big hammer into the end zone. And that's a score, a first one and a break for FSL to start this game. Christina Obermeyer alongside Ulrike Lehmann is going to get some information for us on Fly High, as it's her team. And FSL, we should all know why now, because they've been around once or twice on our live stream.
Yes, and they're looking fresh this morning. Early game, the sun is out, so I think it's going to be a lovely day. Let's see that the teams also would appreciate the nice weather.
Indeed, yeah, we had a bit of some drops of rain, but mainly clouds and wind yesterday, and it's a lot better today. And I'm excited to get a little sunburn, maybe, of course.
I brought some sunscreen, so it was safe.
So this is, I do think it's a bracket 9 to 12 game. So
yeah,
semi,
absolutely.
and whoever wins this game will go on to play for 9th, and the loser of this game will play for 11th place. What can you tell us about these two teams?
Yes, so FSL, this is actually the oldest club of Switzerland, from Lucerne, and yeah, they often like changing between first and second league. In the last years, they're playing a lot of mixed, and for a while they were kind of struggling finding members. In the last years, they kind of managed to stabilize again, and I think they have a good program going now. Also together with the kind of universities in Lucerne and everything, and but they're still a relatively small club, whereas the Lausanne club is growing in the last years. Yeah, like they're having 3 teams this year. Like the third team is really a team that's focused a lot on development. There's quite a number of players in this team that have played for less than a year.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
On here, some players have been playing for many, many years. But right now on the line, for example, I think half of the players on this line have been playing for, yeah, maybe a year.
And that one, another put into space for FSL. They're off to a really good start with 2 breaks in a row.
Yes. And I think maybe they had a chance to look at their streams from yesterday, like ironing out some of the issues they had. And they're looking pretty good this morning.
Indeed, especially they put pressure on defense and then convert it cleanly. So no, that way, the other way, that way again. So no long points that are stringing on, but rather quick and easy points for FSL.
Yeah, and I think Omega may be showing a bit of nerves since they're the first time on the stream. Some unfortunate drops. Let's see what they can do in the third point. FSL polling, so we have 4 ladies on the line this time, female matching players. It's a women polling. Yes. Oof. Good grab there. Again.
Oh, and a nice attempt to
save the disc.
Yeah, to keep possession for Fly High Omega, but FSL put enough pressure on. That one a bit too far into space. And that's the first opportunity. Fly High Omega get back, put into the defense again though.
Yeah, but I think that was a bit of a hopeful shot into the space, maybe a bit hasty as well. So FSL gets another shot at another break. Kaufmann here to Vranken. Clean playing. Good solution there in the reset situation. And the speculative D shot.
Speculative is a good word for that.
Yeah.
Just came out completely wrong out of these hands, and this is the first of first multi-turnover point we've seen here. Both teams not really getting the better of the other. Another slice through.
Yes. Maybe also with the morning dew, the disc when it falls to the ground is a bit slippery. Maybe players should take a bit more time to dry the disc before playing it.
Indeed. That one again, a bit overshot.
Yes.
Maybe a bit hopeful, that pass.
Yeah, but it's also the corner of this field is dropping down the ground, so with the disc, if it's high, it's actually even higher than you would think. Multiple cutting there. Not making the job easy for Evans. Good catch there by Ing. Schmidt there. Nice. This is good movement there by Fly High. Oh, we're getting a lot of people clogging the spot in front. Oh, nice pressure there on defense. Just ninjaing its way through. Number 16 from FSL.
Yeah, I really like the way Fly High play the flow offense.
Yes.
Hex offense also called.
Yeah.
And I think we see some good structure from it. Just maybe not everyone on the same page all the time, which creates some chaos.
Absolutely. Some jostling there for space. Gives the disc back to Fly High. Nice shot there by Evans to Mutos. And Schmidt there with the first score for Omega. So Fly High manages to stop the FSL run.
Yeah, it was a much needed first point for them. And that offense now, of course, it wasn't a lot of space to still play, but that was really good, composed to move to the break side and then get the continuation from there.
Absolutely.
So still 2 points in the lead for FSL.
Yes, yeah, they came out firing on all cylinders on the first few points.
Indeed,
Now
and
Fly
that's
High
really
is
good.
also woken up and showed them that they're here to play. Okay, number 8 from FSL saying some few encouraging words to the line, trying to get organized for the offense. Great pull there by Omega.
Oopsie.
That's always, now he owes his team a beer.
Oh yeah, everyone on that
Let's
team.
see if they can convert. Efficient play there. Got Radanyu to Dese for the score.
Yeah, and
It's one of his patented really low throws.
yeah, these pull drops, they happen again and again. Like we see a few every tournament, but just unfortunate. Maybe already thought about where to throw, and the sun was in his face as well.
Yeah,
The disc is wet. So many excuses for it that
yeah. all
are
the
absolutely
factors.
fine, but still, we don't love to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's also when the pole is coming in like this, you have so much time to think about it, how you want to catch it,
That's it,
how
yeah.
you want to play it right after, and then kind of it slipped through your fingers. I think important thing then is just to switch the defense right on and try to stop
it,
what
Stop whatever you can.
Omega was able to play it through there. So there, got one break back. Starting to come back into the game. So it's 2-3. Oh, it's 2-2, huh? No.
2-2, exactly.
Come on, good ball, come on!
2-2 early in the game, of course. Fly High started on offense, which means after halftime, FSL will start on offense.
Yes.
But as they are now, And Fly High are playing a zone setup.
Yes. Looks like it. Being able to put some good pressure on the handlers there. Now Göttinger with the disc in the center to Kaufmann, to Franken. It's like a reliable handler trio for FSL there with the disc in the back. Moving slowly through the zone. Okay. You can hear the fire calls, meaning they want to switch back to a person defense now. And Amiga get Kaufmann with the disc, looking for his options. Be patience there. Franken, great forward shot. They're really close to the end zone now. Göttinger. Finding out 24. Great patience there in front of the end zone, not forcing the shots, and this is what we like to see. Very good.
Indeed, it was very good composure and good flow. Like there was always a continuation cut from one side to the other, or like a slash cut across, and very nice work against the zone, not really stifled by anything.
Absolutely.
So yeah, patient offense by FSL. Second time I'm asking.
Yes. I think also Amiga did a good job of slowing them down at the start with the zone.
Absolutely. They did, and it's always these zone setups. They're always just meant to slow down and pressure options that are a bit risky, until the switch comes from zone to person, and often this is the point where you actually do make the D.
Yeah.
Because you like switch up and if you claw down on everyone, and this play stops for a second, this is the point where you can attack, where you can like be a surprise or people get confused a little bit. And I think they did very well at adjusting and like forcing even when they transition to matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. Amiga there on offense. Number 10, finding Desai. Good read there in the sun. And Hüsler coming in hot for defense, but the shot to the break side just made it so much harder to catch up.
Yeah, I think the body positioning was really good.
Yes.
Just really standing in front and putting the body in between the defense and the disc and jumping up in the right moment. Not really a lot Hüsler could have done in that moment. He was there.
Yes.
That's all we can ask for. Or his teammates.
Trying to put on pressure and hoping that it's enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, Desai kept his cool. Reeled in the disc for Fly High. So with 3-3. Still FSL just a little bit in front due to the breaks they had in the start. But if this keeps going, I think we're off to quite an exciting game. And I think both teams, even though we started with some turnover heavier games at one time, I think both teams studied themselves quite a lot. So looking good.
Indeed, day 2, game 1.
Yes.
Getting the body moving again, but you can see that they've played together yesterday and they've worked out all the little things.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, fancy roller pull. This is like one of the trademark pulls from Ing. The Hinden disc. Ooh. And the pressure from defense was just enough to force the turnover there. Guadagno. Not too happy that everybody is running around away from him.
Accepted foul on the mark. On the throw rather.
So this goes back to the thrower. So Guadagno gets a second shot at his pass.
Yeah, it was a bit of a risky option, but everyone, as you said, was running away from him.
Let's see what his choice will be now. Second try, looking for his dump. Great movement there by Evans.
A nice leading pass into space, but that one just popped up too high.
Yeah, just
Released a bit too late.
Yeah. It went over the defender though, which was good, but the
No help.
offense player
No
didn't
offense,
have
yeah.
a chance to adjust on the slightly slippery ground there. Good read there by Dahinden. And great pass to number 66 for FSL.
It's a good connection between the two. He's done that again and again. Yesterday as well.
Okay.
Dahinden. 2 Salzman, I believe. But a bit shaky this time around.
Yes.
That first initial cut was, you said, under a lot of pressure, but those just popped out of the chest of the
Yes.
of the receiver.
Like for a thrower, sometimes this is a bit frustrating because you did everything you could. You put it right into the bread basket, but somehow the bread basket does not close on time.
Yeah,
Keep the disc safe.
indeed. Sometimes it's just misconnection,
Yeah.
or the target wasn't ready to receive the disc for some reason. Just like a pole, but
Yeah.
of course it's a bit annoying at times.
Yeah, we have some players, we joke with them that they tend to catch the really difficult passes, but they have trouble catching the easy ones.
I'm one of these people. Like that happens to me so many times. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, here we go. There was a situation like this, just the short passes, maybe a bit too hasty. Against some good pressure from FSL, gives the disc back, get Rankin with the disc. Nice connection there. Number 19 looking for her options. Good pressure there by Wackernagel. Yes. Yeah, it's a kind of a zony look from FSL. It's like you get Omega getting clustering a little bit in the handler space instead of really spreading it out. Looking for the options. You can see that he wants to throw something overhead. Finding Jekelman there in the center. Back to Wackernagel. Speculative throw. Just over the top of the defender. I think the idea was good, but there were already too many people in the space he was throwing to. So FSL again with the disc. Kaufmann. Nice flow there. Getting a bit static. I think the handler's not really getting a lot of movement from the stack. Being forced to recycle. Nice shot there by Ming.
That one again a bit speculative.
I think it's kind of maybe it's also the frustration throws. I don't see anything I like. I just try to throw it and somebody hopefully will catch it.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Yeah, and here he completely ignored the open player in front of him, trying to throw something complicated. And now FSL back with the disc. Ming again, looking for the option. Nice shot there to Kaufmann. Again, he's playing between the handlers. Great movement. Yeah, you can see Göttinger gesturing. Somebody run for me, please.
Can I please get a continuation? And she gets one.
Yeah, and a good movement there. Kaufmann on fire again. Too many people on the sideline. Cameraman doesn't get a good shot. Too many Finnies.
Don't be a
Ming
Finny.
again with the disc. Oh. Just enough pressure there in the end zone. Vocal sideline there from Omega telling the players we have them. Yeah, we got a lot of holding the discs for really, really long. I think this might not have been the best decision from the thrower.
Yeah, Yeah, but I see what they did there. Like
Yeah.
I can see that option working as well because there's two people
Yes.
and just putting it into that space for anyone to run under.
Oh,
Oh,
nice grab there.
grab, yeah.
Yes. Good look, but defense just aware enough. Okay. Jekelman and Ming jostling for space. Who's gonna get there first? Ming just using its more larger experience to get the better of Jekelman there on defense. Many games he's been the favorite receiver for Omega. But I think now both teams maybe they want to talk about what they should do better, so they called a small timeout. And I think we will also take a timeout on our own. That you have a look at our really nice sponsors. So see you in a few seconds.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch,
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ulti.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the ultimate world and beyond.
Yes, he will.
We're back live after that timeout FSL took. It's a bit of a longer timeout, but we don't care about that. We can chill, enjoy the sun, and wait for what they're cooking up.
Exactly. Let's see what they have planned for us. We can see that they're starting with a horizontal stack. Now Omega's setting up their defense, and Ming is right there with the shot, but just a little bit too far away. So this looks like it was a classic case of a turnover. No, what's the word called for it?
Timeout or
Time over.
time over.
And
Turnover. It's a bit. Ooh,
we get a
discussion about that. So a timeout turnover is either a turn out or a time over. And I like a turnout because time over could also mean the time's over, which does not make a lot of sense.
Turnout, yeah. When
to
we
me.
got the score signal there, good catch there by Dese, just putting his body to the ground in the mid of a pile of people. all we could see was just legs and arms, and the disc ending up in the arms of the white-clad player.
I'm guessing he played for the Swiss national team.
For the juniors.
Yeah.
For the under-17s last year.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah, he wanted to play for the under-20s this year, but did some knee issues, so rather taking some time off and being properly healthy for next year. No use of collecting injuries at an early age and then having to stop early.
Indeed, that makes a lot of sense. Of course, I know this because he's sporting the red Swiss pants, Swiss Ultimate pants.
Yeah, the national team players are always very happy of wearing the gear and showing it off.
I bet, especially in the juniors division, right?
Yes.
Something special. I mean, the pants are really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the red ones that can like wear worn on their own, they're pretty good. Together with the red shirt that comes with it, it's kind of
style.
a acquired taste.
Yeah.
Very good. And then now with the catch from the pole, so I think he completely recovered his nerves.
Yeah, that was safe.
Yes, really nice there. And it's again the zone from Omega. Gisela Franken and Dahinden handling it through. Really good flow there against the zone, making it look so easy. Transition now to person defense from Omega. And Hüsler with the disc right in front of the end zone. And again, just enough pressure from the defense there to stop this really last dangerous pass. Banhu opening up his arm. Let's see who's going to win the foot race. Good position there by Hüsler.
And a foul called on that run.
Yes. I'm not sure if he has grounds for calling this. Looked like Hüsler had the better position, and you cannot run through a player.
No.
Okay,
Alright,
he's retracting it. Yeah, you get some advice from a very experienced players doing the stats for the team.
Nice. Yeah, I agree with that. Absolutely. There was no additional amount of body contact in Hüsler had position.
Yes.
But we'll see how that position works out for FSL.
Let's see if they're trying this again. Down there. Oh, they're going to where the disc went out. Already quite early. Get one hole with the disc on the line and trying the deep shot again. It's a bit too ambitious.
I think maybe not. So I like the option quite a lot. I
Yes.
don't think the receiver was aware
Yes.
that it was going up. But you have to make sure that people are on the same page. if you want to
Absolutely.
put shots up like that.
I mean, he had two receivers in the area. Okay, we get Hüsler with the disc, coffin corner, but he manages to get out there. And his teammate still on the line now. Good pass back into the center. Nice flow there by FSL. Franken with the disc. Finding Hüsler. Trying to put his disc golf skills to good use, and a nice shot there to number 16 for a score for FSL.
That's the exact same throw fly high I tried on this side, just reversed on the other one, and that
Absolutely.
one was a good connection, and both people knew what to do and what to expect in that situation. So another multiple turnover point. Looks like people have grooved into the game and really are putting pressure on.
Yeah, absolutely. But in most cases, many of these turnovers happen in the end zone or close to the end zone. So I think it's a good sign that both teams actually have a good flow over the field, and it's just this last tricky shot.
Indeed. It's interesting because we always talk about that last shot into the end zone being so different, but it shouldn't be. Like in your if it is in your head, then you should probably work on that, because it's just
Absolutely.
such a pity to work you know, put normal passes up on like during the whole width of the field, and then in the end, just like trying something risky with a shot you wouldn't take normally as an opening pass.
Absolutely. I think it's just all the field compresses. People get excited. They want it to be over. Force maybe something that they don't necessarily know. Again, nice rolling pull there to gain a few more meters. Now FSL also with the zone of their own. They already used it quite to good effect a couple of times. Let's see how Omega fares with it. Nice scuba there. Again. This is actually something that the team practices on how to get through or around the zone is just by throwing over the cup with kind of these inverted throws. Been doing some practices.
Interesting.
Guadagno calling for options. Yeah, with the disc back to Dizay. Again. Nice patience. Looking for options. Slovicek. And sneaky defense there, just getting into the small space. Number 50 for FSL. Get Rankin trying to direct traffic. Finds an option, but they're still in their own end zone.
They even lost yards there.
Yes. That's good play there, catch by Ming, but then the shot was well defended. And then Fly High just with enough kind of tricky shot skills to play it into the end zone. Even though they scored, they get a stern talking to by Coach Guadagno.
Yeah, I think there are a few things that you can improve
Yes.
on this, especially during this zone where I like the structure and the way they format themselves, but if you're static in these
Yes.
positions, you're always doing the defense a favor in zones because you're not moving defenders away, you're not opening space really, and I think that's something from just looking at 1 point.
Yeah.
But I could probably improve by like moving more and opening space a little
Yes.
more rather than relying on everyone else to like put this into space.
Yeah, absolutely. But sometimes also they're forcing these overhead throws to get into the space instead of moving the defense around.
And they're good for sometimes, but that's
Yes.
can't be it has to be an option, and it's great if you have that option, if you practice
Yes,
that option,
yes.
but it can't be the only one you have.
Yeah, you could see the kind of inverse situation from the zone offense from FSL. We're just swinging this around until a forward option presented themselves itself, not relying on these the overhead throws. Again, we know we're in a person defense situation there, getting to Franken. Nice shot there. Kaufmann with the disc. Great shot there to Güttinger. And great play there. FSL really nice give and going. Good flow.
And a
6-5.
clean hold for them.
Absolutely. Making it 6-5. Still a tight game. Really nice calm offense there by FSL, just not trying anything difficult, just the small stuff.
Yeah, just really working well and looking at open players. In my opinion, like the turners we have seen from FSL were rather like their own mistakes and not
Yes.
really like pushed. Of course, Fly High does play tight defense, but we've seen some drops and maybe miscommunication on throws, or like it came off wrong. It's their own mistakes, and when they don't push themselves towards that, it works really well for them.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see if they come out again with their zone. Hisler with the pull. Rolling the disc out. Veteran move there. As he has to collect the disc quite far away off. The defense has time to set up properly to make life difficult for Fly High. Nice shot there. Good defense there by Hüsler. But there was a small option there for catch. This goes back. Fly High. Number 10 with the disc. Oh, just a throw along the line. These are often a bit tricky because the receiver has to watch his own feet and the disc. They want to catch them in bounds.
Indeed, that's just a very zippy throw.
Yes, but great effort there also by Jekelman, just trying to accomplish the difficult task. But just the disc was a bit too far out. Gives another chance to FSL to show us what they got. First pass connecting, looking for options. Nice give and go play there. Omega able to push FSL just towards the line on the open side, and they managed to block them there, but they're giving them the small corridor to play in. Good fake. And again, adjusting for space. Number 10 just able to remain on his spot on the defense. So Fly High now with the disc. Notas with the disc, trying to find good option. Yes, great playing there. Number 91, she's our kind of youngest player on the Omega team, coming from the university sports. Nice flowing there. Good options. Raised arms from celebration.
Yeah, that was a very good shot over to the other side of the field.
Absolutely.
It does seem like the flow offense works quite well for Lausanne, doing like just really looking at open players, and as soon as they like look for a specific player rather than the next open spot, it makes things really difficult for them. But that was really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Just look for a white shirt and not a specific white shirt, basically.
Exactly.
Nice flow there. I think it was the third time of asking for offense, but they made it count. Bringing us back to 6-6.
Yeah, 6-6 all tied up, and just a really tight game after some turns in the beginning and some breaks.
Yes.
We then have a really good game on our hands here. Getting close to Galaxy Point.
Yes. Let's see what the two teams will have to say about that. Oh, disc is coming our way. Hitting some not so innocent bystanders from a different team. All the different teams moving in now, getting ready for their first games in the day in the next time slot.
I'm guessing that might be
The Flying
Colors, who will play the Gorillas next. The next game.
Okay, Franken there with the disc, looking for Kaufmann. Player is there with again a zone look. That's good. Nice vision there by Göttinger. Oh. He kind of managed to adjust his position after he had slipped, but he just had other plans, slipping through his fingers. No Fly high with the disc. Great shot there to Knights. Knights looking for something she likes. Finding Yeckelman, but even though he threw his body to the ground, could not manage to keep a grip on the disc. Good effort there. We'll look back into the zone look. Oh, this time of asking number 30. Able to reel the disc in. Getting her with the disc. Omega putting the pressure back on. Still in their zone configuration. Kaufmann there. And we have Ming on the other side. Nice swinging there by FSL. And just
The easy drop.
yes. Nonchalant catch by Hubert, just standing there, being ready.
So very, very open there.
Yes. I only saw them people running around and just Hubert with his signature hat being there for the
Okay.
easy catch in the basket.
I'm free. Can I please?
Let me have the disc, please. Working out there. So we have another break for Fly High. So I think we're back on serve since Fly High started on offense in this half.
Indeed, we're all back on serve, everything. So for like a very long time, the teams just traded with a few turns and some longer points, but it all went to serve, and since 2-2, they've traded, and now at 7-6. It's the first time anyone actually scored a break, and that was Fly High.
We started with a few breaks in the start.
We did, yeah.
Yes. And little by little, Fly High thought that we're back in. Gets Lovicek with the pull for Omega. And of course the zone has been working well for Omega so far, so they're not stopping of showing us. But there we have a really open player in the middle of the field, unable to wrap her hands around the disc. Really tiny small ball play.
We're back we are back live here. Second half action in this ninth place semi-final,
Absolutely.
I would call it.
Exciting morning game. I think the teams are quite evenly matched. Scores 8-6 for the moment. We will have FSL starting on offense. So with a chance to close the gap to make it shorter. Looking good. Yeah, we had the first half. I think we had FSL getting off to a really good start, taking the lead, but then little by little, Omega clawing its way back into the game and taking half 8-6. Let's see how FSL is going to respond. Okay, they iron out the small mistakes that they made towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, I think both teams really had some mistakes and could convert on the other team's mistakes as well.
Yes.
And as you said, absolutely evenly matched and an exciting game for all these teams to play. And after having one or the other tough or decisive loss yesterday, I think it has to feel good to play a team that you know you can beat if you have the willpower to do so.
Absolutely, yeah. I think these two teams had a really tough day yesterday, both of them. They had some games that really did not go their way. And I think to have a game like this where teams are evenly matched, I think they will be happy to how this game is going so far. But I think no team will be happy with the loss, so they both will fight until the end to bring the victory home. We got Ming with the disc there for FSL. Picol on the field. You can always see like the pumping show of muscles there. Ming with the disc. Nice forward shot. Oh, nice catch there by Branken. Close to the end zone. And FSL there with the score, making it 7-8.
The 7-8 and a clean hold for the start of this half.
Yes.
Really nice composure, and then amazing performance from Franken, getting that catch that was under tight pressure from a receiver coming from the deep space.
Yes. But I think also, good reaction there also by the defense of not going into the space, realizing that it would have created a dangerous situation. I always like to see that people in defense are aware of if they're being beaten to a spot, not to force danger onto the other player.
Absolutely, it's not worth that.
Absolutely. Like this, we can go on playing, and we see FSL them out on defense. Again, the male matching player pulling, meaning we have 4 male matching players on the line for each team. We get nice pull there into the end zone. Oh, great pressure there from the defense, but foul is being called.
And it's accepted immediately.
I think he might have jumped through the hands of Slovicek. She could not hit the disc. There was like just a small miscalculation maybe by Guadagno. Had the catch on the disc coming in. The disc coming in really, really hot. Now we get Kaufmann with the disc there, looking for Hüsler. And himself again on the line. Very confident. Dump movement. And still Kaufmann, Hüsler. They've been playing together for quite a long time. And nice grab there for the score. Brings that back to 8-8. So like just as in the first half, I think FSL comes out firing. Omega still needs to find its footing again.
Indeed, yeah, 2 points early in the second half as well. That must have been some fiery halftime speech.
Yeah. Or maybe they all just ate some really good protein balls.
Oh yeah, we love the protein balls.
Energies. Yeah, I only just recently discovered them, and
Oh really?
some of them are really good. Some aren't, but some are good.
You can do them yourself as well. So I make my own protein balls.
Oh,
at home.
wow.
Yeah. It's really good. So you can make them taste good because there's just the things that you like. Right?
Yeah, you control the controllables.
Exactly.
Okay, get some gender confusion. It's always if you see kind of the arms behind the head, calling for 4 male matching players, outstretched arms calling for 4 female matching players.
And after halftime, it's often a bit confusing.
Yes,
Because
it just continues.
it continues. You don't change it. So if you switch from the other side of the field with your attack, everything just
I usually don't look at which side it is. I usually look at the score.
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
And it also helps to have somebody on the sideline dedicated to
help
following
with
this
that,
one.
yeah.
Yes.
Of course, with limited players,
Yes.
that gets harder and harder.
Yeah, but Omega has the luxury where there's an injured player on the sideline whose sole job is to kind of do stats and focus on this one. And we got a foul call there from Omega. I think not able to throw unobstructed. So this goes back to her. Uncontested foul. I think she might have had more contact on the throw than she would have liked. But I think so far, I think communication on the field between the two teams looks really, really good. Like there were a few calls, but communication. Oh, nice, nice safety there by Charles, and then again number 0 for Flyhead trying to find 75. A connection that has been working really well for them the last weekend. A bit less well this weekend, but I think they're trying find the magic again.
No, weekend's not over. Still
Absolutely.
plenty of time to do that. And that was really a nice put. Also seeing that kind of a little height mismatch that'll
Yes.
get position. Very well done by Fly High.
Yeah, always good to see like that the players are able to see, okay, is it worth a shot or not? And I think in this time it was like Garnier seeing the option and just playing it. We got a lost player in blue there on the sideline. Not sure
Yeah, I
where he's
think
supposed to go
I'm
from the Solar Bank team, but still very sleepy.
yeah, I think he's the son of number
Absolutely.
65.
Of
65?
or 62
Manuel
Hinden, yeah.
62. Manuel Hinden. Liam Hinden. We're rocking some blue on blue action. And the speedy glasses. Not too speedy, but a little bit.
And probably coffee. He should have
Yeah.
brought me one as well.
I was just going to say, I haven't had coffee this morning. And I think people can tell.
I already had two, but they're not doing their proper job. Oh, we got the pull there a little bit out of. It might have just been inbounds, but just not going maybe necessarily the way Evans would have liked. I think Kaufmann is going to play where it landed.
Yeah, I would do that. It's a
Since it
favorable
kind of
position.
landed on the line, yeah, he
Yeah.
landed on the line, so it's I think out, so he played it where it went out. Not choosing to call the break. You got that, come here, you can play it from here, from Motors, for Fly High. Kaufmann now. Nice shot there to the other side of the field. Again, great shot there. Number 16 now with the disc. And get tall play coming in. We got a pile and a foul call. I think the FSL player, she had position. Maybe she felt that she couldn't jump.
Yeah, because so she was a bit sandwiched. I think
Yeah.
she argues that the player before, like in front of her,
She fell down. Yeah.
fell down onto her, so she could not jump. And I think we'll have a replay of it.
It's an uncontested foul, so I think they already resolved the situation. No need for replay for the players here there. As I said, I think during the game the communication between the two teams looks really good. I think this was another example for this. And resolution, player has the disc on the line and FSL manages to score this point, bringing us to 9-9, keeping the excitement going, bringing us even closer to maybe a universe point.
Yeah, I'd love a good universe. We didn't get the benefit of a galaxy, so might as well get the universe at the end.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I think we had at least one universe point yesterday on the stream in a really, really contested game.
Yeah, we've had a few tight games, and we have some games where one team was clearly better than the other. I don't know, I always love a universe because it just shows that the teams on the field are matched up evenly. And I think also playing games, a universe is like the best because you have to really give it your all.
Yes.
And you cannot, there's no easy way to play. Oof, that was really close to being
Yes.
down, but I think he caught it.
Good flow there. That's a cheeky shot there by Garnier. And we got Schmidt with the score. There's good flow there, really nice give and going.
Yeah, clean hold
Yeah.
for Fly High. You can see that the idea of hexagon offense, just working in the way of moving the disc quickly and into
Yes.
space. And we saw different teams do it. We saw another Fly High team do it yesterday, and I think this Omega team actually does do it a little better,
Yes.
and they're moving just quicker.
I think it's because many of these players just start learning to play in this system, so they're not coming from a distance system that they played before. So they're used to these kind of small movements, so they don't by default move back into a stack, but they're already always spread out. If you start with newer players, they have the tendency to spread out over the field anyway.
That's true.
So you just need to structure them just a little bit. You get some people looking at some replays. I know exactly what. But the cameraman has quite a big fan club now
Indeed he does.
with his small screen. Got a pull there. Nice pull there from Omega. Well fielded there by FSL. With good defensive pressure, she cannot just play it right away. Now Wiesler looking for the deep option. Opting to play again with his friend. And again, nice swinging against the zone. Omega has been putting out again. Göttinger and Branken just doing such a good job in the backfield. Ooh. Great defensive effort there by Bonheur. Just unable to swat the disc away completely. Now FSL is off to the races. Great quick movement there through the cup. Overhead throw, just coming in a bit too steep.
Yeah, after the quick move, and you have to slow it down every now and again as well.
Yes.
And that disc landing on the ground quickly.
Yes, but Fly High just giving it back right away, giving FSL another chance to even out the score. Oh, great shot there by Wiesler. Just nice and flat, right into the breadbasket of his teammate. 4 at FSL score, making it 10-10.
These teams just really not getting the better of the other. It's kind of like in the first half where FSL had two points early, which were 2 breaks, and then broken back immediately, but then they just played through and traded points until Fly High went on a 3-point run. So we might see at the end of it Fly High just putting themselves together again.
Yes, let's see. They decide to go on another short run, close out but for the moment, teams just trading. Happy to see like when the opportunity opens up. Let's see what player will show us now on offense. And FSL opting again for the rolling pull that kind of rolls out from the line, giving him lots of time to set up their
Yeah,
defense.
I might not be the biggest fan of these rolling pulls.
If they stay within the field, I think then it's fine, because it gives you the distance. Rolling them out. Always start from kind of the field. For the offense, sometimes it's easier. Ooh, high disc. Yeah, well, good position there by number 10. Oh, and number 99 just unable to get low enough for a safe catch. It's always difficult when you're a tall player. Ground is so far away.
Sometimes you can see that people are slowing down when attacking a disc. And these situations are created.
Good look there by the thrower. But again, these shots along the line, they're quite difficult.
And risky.
Yes.
We talk about thirds at times.
Yes.
So a same third shot will always not be the best option. The best option is like crossing one or even both thirds to the other side of the field.
Receiver has so much more space to adjust. Right. Nice deep shot there But Hüsler just reading the disc just a bit better, himself the better position. And Jekelman now on the mark. Got a pick on the field. Yeah, you get lots of people moving around, just a cloud of people. Okay, Hüsler with the disc. Finding Branken. Again, over the head. Shot there.
That one's out.
Yeah, that one looks to be a bit too far away from the line.
Just released that disc a bit too early. Like left his fingers too early and caused the disc to move towards the right side.
Absolutely, and looks like we're getting a prime spot here for the thrower.
Oh yeah.
They said that we went out right in front of our little commentary booth. So we get Evans with the disc. You can see. Looking for options. Not really happy with what you're seeing. Finding a player in the center of the field. Players stopping their cuts just a bit early. Good effort there by Desai, but just not able to reel the disc in. Okay, I think we have Hüsler back on the disc. Let's see what kind of shot he will put out of his
I'm calling a
good basket.
scuba.
A scuba. I would say just an inside shot. Opting for the safe option.
The lefty.
Nothing fancy, too fancy. And but we get Ming there with the overhead shot.
That's a scuba. There you go. Or was it a hammer? I don't really know.
It was something that was over the top, over the head. And the defense, he was like, yeah, there was nothing I could do. I'm sorry, guys.
With these points, it's just with these throws, it's super hard.
Yes. But I think it was a good option there from Ming.
It was a good option. I really like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, but looks we have a timeout called on the field, which gives us the possibility also to take a small break, sip some water, hand out some sunscreen. So see you in a bit.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ulti.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
We are a group of Ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch,
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe. ulti.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our
our
work
work.
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Okay, and we're back after the little timeout. So I think just FSL just got a break in there, so now they're taking over the lead, but just by 1 point. So FlyHigh just looking to get that break back. First they need to have a hold. Slovicek again. The disc, now we get Evans. Heading Guadagno. He's putting the disc to space. Obanur to go to. And he's finding Knights for a really nice, quick and easy score. Nice flow there. Good job by FlyHigh. So part 1 of the catch-up is being done. So now they need to get a break in if they want to level the playing field again. And for the moment we're at 11-11.
All tied up. Yeah, indeed. It's just I really like the coaching decision to take a timeout early. Got 1 break in. Okay, this is really valuable. That's an important game for us, and it's close. So stop the bleeding, regroup, try and get a new set of players out there, and like with a really good structure, and that works so well for them now.
Absolutely, and especially, I mean, there's not too many points left in the game, so now if you're kind of getting behind in terms of numbers, then it's really hard to get back into the game, so rather stop that early, refocus.
And also the timeouts don't like add to other games.
Absolutely, and
done.
You have 2 timeouts per half, so better use them. Okay, teams are ready. Evans with the pull. Okay, so we're to match defense there. Unfortunately, good thing I could not make use of the fact that Ming was not being guarded well.
Yeah, it's interesting because that throw should have probably gotten off with an easy break, even a straight one, and the pick occurred somewhere else, probably.
Yes, somewhere in the stack, people were crisscrossing each other. Maybe it was the defender trying to catch up to Ming, realizing that this was his player. But maybe FSL had kind of this initial plan of playing, so Göttingen was just looking for a specific player. But now Ming there with the disc. Nice inside shot there. Streaver just not ready to receive this, coming in over his shoulder.
Ducking instead of like trying to block it with the body and get it on the second attempt. But I mean, that's probably just a cautionary instinct.
Yes, now there with the disc. Now they get the chance to get back on serve. But just a bit too casual throw there by Jekelman. Gives the disc back to FSL. Göttingen with the disc. Already at a pretty good field position, not too far away from their own end zone. Great shots there to number 39. Again, high shot there, but well read by Ming, but somehow he did not get his hand on there. So disc fly again. Amiga. An option to play. Good Knights. Good last second reaction there by Knights to get into the disc. And Jekelman there again. The Bono-Jekelman connection seems to be back on. So FlyHigh able to break right back, bringing us to 12-11.
A very nifty catch.
Yes. Coming in over his head, and somehow he was able to just close his hand right at the right moment.
We'll get a replay of that as well. 2 very close defensive looks. And in the end, the third one was close as well. In the end, just FlyHigh with the steadier hands.
Absolutely. It was just a short distance over the defender's hand. Okay, so now crunch time. So
indeed.
Amiga just all huddled up at the line.
Yeah, so 2 points in favor of Omega for this one now, and they're up 12-11. So I think on the other hand, FSL were discussing and who was at fault, and players were like, no, it's my fault. No, 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 I didn't catch it. Oh, no, 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 my throw was really bad.
Yeah, but it's like all in good spirit.
Yes,
Like
because it's
just being
refreshing to
right,
see.
Yeah.
Hey,
Not-
it wasn't you, it was me.
yeah. It's not like putting the blame on somebody. Was like, please excuse me. I was like, no, 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 me, no, me.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes.
Spirits are high.
Yeah, but I think both teams really are having fun out there with a close game. And then I shot, there was a player all on his own. I think the number 10 was just like not realizing that that was his assignment. Now, Hüsler with the disc, trying to shake off his mark. Get number 30. Back. Kaufman's so good with these quick releases, but in this time, FlyHigh's number 10 just at the right position. Evan's not believing why is he his partner in crime so free, not being marked. Yes, nice play there. FlyHigh. And FlyHigh with another break. They're on a roll. Yeah, it was kind of funny that Evans could not believe that the number 10 was just so free. Her teammate was like, something must be wrong, I can't throw to you.
The thing is, I think 10, they made the defense,
Yes.
and it was a poaching defense, so
Yeah.
it was actually intended for someone else, and he slashed through and got that disc, pushed it off, and then like pushed past it to Evans, and then got it when it back again. So very good work there. Couldn't imagine, though I can't actually imagine how that worked out, but just sometimes you gotta take these lucky shots.
Yeah. And then also they kind of this over the little kind of lofty pass then from Bodik, number 10, to Guadagno for the score. Bringing us to 13-11, the small advantage for FlyHigh. Let's see if they can keep it or if FSL will be able to get some breaks in there on their own. Nice pull there. Good float, giving Amiga time to move in there for the defense. But somehow FSL setting up really far away. Still being able to get the shots in. Good movement there. Good effort there by Göttinger to run this disc down. Every disc is tightly contested, but FSL just positioning themselves really well to take them properly, playing with the disc, but in shot just a bit low to the ground. I think it was a good option. He saw it where he could attack, and we got Schmidt with the disc for Omega. Finding Motors number 99. We got Knights showing all her experience. Schmidt there with the disc. Another player that has been coming through the university sports in Lausanne. And then Motors, the deep shot, but defended by me. I think he read this just a little bit better. We get Hüsler now, trying to find some good options. Good defense there by FlyHigh. Hüsler looking for options. Really be locked down, but then good connection there with Göttinger again. But again, they're kind of not really having a lot of options to play. Stuck on the sideline. Nice shot there by Hüsler. But they're still stuck on the line, unable to move away from it. So, very nice. This is an expensive shot. And number 99 for Omega is there with the option for defense. Okay, I think play is also getting a bit tired.
Yeah, indeed,
Spawns
not really,
along, yeah.
not really attacking the disc,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
rather
yes.
just waiting for it to float into the own hands.
So I think this is really now also all about determination. Like who wants it more? FSL there. Can they draw on their experience they have as a team? Oh, just like the one-handed catches, always dangerous. Okay. Nickelman. Oh, interesting block. Uncontested there by Ming.
Accepted foul there. I don't know what I only heard the smack on the disc, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but maybe he still had it in his hand.
Maybe, yes. And the timeout called by Fly High
Yes.
to regroup after this super long point. So many turnovers.
Absolutely. I think also to contain our excitement, we will take a small break as well.
Indeed.
See you in a few moments.
Yes, he will. The lovely did.
Okay, the timeout is over. Teams are setting up. You can see, okay. Looks like Omega is really setting up in a hexagon. You see, you get one in the person in the center, two in the back. So let's see what Felix's verdict is about this. Let's see what the defense is setting up about it. Our cameraman is getting very distracted, showing you the grass. Just so impressed by what he's seeing on the field.
Wow, that hexagon
Yeah.
just really blew his mind.
Absolutely. But I think FSL is unfazed by it, just setting up a zone, saying, okay, let's see how we do with this one. So we got Flyhead trying to beat the zone. Good move there. Make the cup run. But somehow he still needs some of his teammates helping him out. Good option there over the top. Maybe surprising Yeckelman a little bit.
Yeah, I do like the hammer option always,
Yes,
but
it was a good option there.
yeah, you gotta catch it.
Absolutely. You always need to be ready to catch the disc that's flying at you at any moment, especially in these situations. Number 50 was ready for the pass from Hüsler, making it 12-13. So FSL staying in the game, not granting another break to Fly High. I think they will be really happy about this one.
Yeah, I think so. It was a multiple turnover point, and you can often see how these points really switch and energy, and the energy shifts towards the team getting that point.
Absolutely. No, let's see how much energy it infused into FSL.
I really like the defense of FSL. Just really minimizing all options they had.
Yes. Okay, so they had some success with the zone setup. Now let's see if they show this to us again. And I think FlyHigh just needs to stay cool in front of the zone. Just not try anything too complicated, and also especially not everybody should run away. Like for one moment, the thrower was on his own among all the red shirts.
Yeah, that is an unfavorable position to be in. I've been there once or twice where everyone's just like not looking or running away or in a
Yes.
position where I could have never gotten a disc to, and that really stresses one out, especially when players really throwing numbers at you as well.
That's pretty intimidating if you're surrounded by a cloud of players from the other team and you're like, I want a little help from my friends. Where are my friends? There you go, good catch there by Dese. The sun in his eyes. Guadagno with the disc now, and FSL back out there with the zone. That's been working well for them. But this time, the over-the-top shot is working.
That's how you catch a hammer.
Nice one. Guadagno again with the disc. FSL is still in the zone formation, but I think they're starting to melt into a person. Oh, miscommunication there by Evans and Guadagno. I think she was expecting him to continue his cut. So the disc is back into the hands of FSL. Get Rankin with the disc. Finding Kaufmann. Oh, good pressure there by the defense, but FSL player still able to keep his hands on the disc. Good movement there across the field. Just giving each other all the space they need. Now Göttinger with the disc. Finding her teammate. Kaufmann again. So pivotal for the team. Always there as a release. And again back to Kaufmann. And he finds Rankin. Really nice movement across the field from one side to the other. And again disc back to Kaufmann. Nice patient there in front of the end zone. Not forcing anything. And again, this back to Kaufmann. He's touching every second disc. Now he sees something in the deep space that he likes. But good defense there by Evans.
To be quite honest, I didn't see that. I didn't see what he saw.
I saw a red shirt kind of on her own, but I think the disc had just a bit too much float. Ooh. It almost worked because the defender was not looking at the disc that was coming in, but it was just a tiny little bit too short for Garcia to get her hands on the disc. So now FSL gets another shot at a break. Kaufmann again with the disc, but this time when it goes straight to Guadagno. And again, given going with Dese now close in front of the end zone, looking for options, and we get a pick call.
These pick calls occur more and more now.
Yeah, I think people are getting tired, jogging around, clogging the space. But Evans being poached and Slavicek as well. So they need to just call out, maybe be more vocal to let people know that they're free. But it works anyway. Guadagno to Dese. So 14-12 now for Omega.
And they're within one. They get a break here.
Yes. For the moment, FSL needs to score 3 points against 1 for Fly High. So the chances for the moment are all on Fly High side. They just cannot leave the momentum to FSL.
Indeed, they have 3 chances to score on offense. to get that. No, of course now they have their own defense first, but then
Yes.
3 points to still score the winning point. And FSL got really close, or is really close.
Yeah, they're just breathing down their necks, like they cannot be too casual about the discs.
Indeed.
Get a bike riding just through
Right
the
through.
fields.
We love that. Look at that guy.
Yeah, I think he wanted to be on camera.
Yeah. Well,
He's wearing a sport jersey, but
he's
probably
wearing I think football, soccer jersey. So
likely. Yeah, but on this field sometimes, like on the Almend, they also organize really fun cricket matches and all the other sports. There's a corner where they do, I think, baseball. So it's
okay, that's
you can
cool.
see a lot of interesting sports during our practices here. We had one practice amongst the whole Tamil convention with all different sports. It was really fun. Lots of music.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Yes. Again, we see the roller pull on the field. Well, this is, I think, a roller pull that I'm okay with
Mm-hmm.
because it rolls
'Cause
just
it's
to
in the
gain
middle.
space. Yes. Good cuts there. Oh, good try there by Wakanaga to get in there with the defense, but also really good awareness by the FSL player. Keep her eyes on the disc. Nice flow there by FSL. Looking for options. Great sprint there into the end zone. And it's a score for FSL, clean hold, making it 13-14. So now it's all in the hands of Fly High. Is Omega able to score their points?
We'll see how that works, because when before we went into halftime, the situation was reversed. FSL was up 1 break,
Absolutely.
2 break actually, and Fly High managed to get those 2 breaks back and win the half. We'll see if FSL can get the 2 breaks and win the game.
Absolutely. Or at least make it get 1 break and then make it universe point.
The universe
And
point will be
then-
fine. We'll see what comes from here. Of course, starting on offense is always an advantage.
Well, not always. I've seen a lot of situations where starting on offense, there's so much pressure on you.
That's
Nerves are flying, and then defense, you have nothing to lose.
true. That
You
makes
can
sense.
go all
yes.
in.
You're right.
So I think both situations.
Especially because we've seen one or the other turnover. These settings are in like ideal positions of you hold your offense and you put a lot of pressure on defense. But if there's 3 to 4 turns every point, which wasn't
Yes.
here, but if turns are nothing special to have, having possession of the disc at the beginning of the point is not as important anymore.
Absolutely. Okay, looking at the lines here. Riesler with the pull. Omega opting to put a lot of their young players on the field. And we see again the zone from FSL. It's been working well for them so far. So Fly High just needs to keep their cool. Ooh, good grab there. You can see a sigh of relief from the sideline, but there we get just a hasty pass and a turn. A really good field position for FSL. Just around the break point. Brunken now with the disc. Ooh. But just jumping out of his hands. It's like
Yeah, but a very risky
yes,
shot.
yes.
Just really putting it into the fates of the receiver.
And Bruno with the shot. He gets a number of receivers. You get a big sandwich. Ooh. A foul call there. I think there's the defensive players falling a call, offensive players falling a foul. But this Hail Mary shots into a bunch of people.
Yeah, I often disagree with these calls, because you go into the situation
Yes.
knowing that it's a high disc.
Yes.
You're lucky to get it, and if there's contact, there's a lot of players underneath there with.
Absolutely. I mean, you already move really knowingly into a group of people. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
there will be contact. If you don't want the contact, then wait behind the huddle and maybe catch the garbage.
Exactly.
It jumps out.
Or jump later.
Yeah.
Like join the party later.
Yeah. I'm a great fan of the grandma or grandpa catch, so the person just waits behind.
Yeah, that's often my role as well.
But they're discussing it on the field. I think
We'll
from
have
the
a
sideline
replay
we,
for you here.
yeah, if they need.
And so that it looks like one of the players have been pushed off, but
Yeah.
again, in like an abundance of
Yeah. I think we have some players moving over to look at the screen. But I think they're uncontesting. So I think the disc will stay in the hands of the fly high player. I think the disc will stay in the hand of the fly high player. See, but it's overshot.
well,
So disc goes back to
Yeah.
FSL. They have the full field to work with.
there's a saying that this doesn't lie,
Yes.
and just for FSL to get a chance again, maybe that's
think
the right
yeah.
right outcome.
Very good. Nice shot there. Ooh, that's like an athletic catch there. Jumping a bit diagonally. Number 46 now with the disc. FSL moving it forward slowly. And we gotta hide this there. But receiver, sure hands. Rankin with the disc. And we got 14-14, universe point.
Indeed. What a play for Rankin there. Connection with FucZH, a deep shot, and just read it perfectly. And that makes a universe.
Yes.
What's your call? I think you have to probably be on the side of Fly High as it's her team, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm fine. I'm
fine
fine
with-
with whatever
All right,
happens. I think both teams are playing well, so
I agree. Both teams are playing well.
it's really kind of again. And I think even I'm happy how Omega played. So
Mhm.
even if they don't win, I think they can be proud of what they have
Indeed.
shown.
Especially also like being in these positions where you have a tight game or you have a universe point and you get the experience of it.
Absolutely.
Especially for the young players, as you mentioned. But some of them are new university students, some of them are under 20
Yes.
national team players. Yeah, every single one of those points and will gain experience for them to improve.
Absolutely. The fun thing is, kind of even the younger player on the teams are not necessarily the least experienced ones. So, like on this team, some of the young players are actually the most experienced players on the team, which sometimes it's a fun situation
Oh, I
for
agree.
them
Yeah.
to be in.
It's tough at times because in like normal society rules, you can't tell people what to do.
Yeah.
But when you're like you're 21 and you have 6 to 7 years of experience, you will know it better than most of the players that started at a university or something.
Absolutely. Yeah. The funny is, like, also we force these young people in practice also to call lines, like to
That's cool.
take the responsibility to do this. I mean, it's a space where you learn it, and
Mhm.
which I think is fun. But sometimes in the tight situation, they still look at the kind of older players and also experienced players and like, can you tell the line?
Yeah.
But otherwise, like, yeah, come on, you do
You
it.
do. You take responsibility, take control
Absolutely.
of it. Nice.
Into that practice, then it's kind of the safe space. Also, kind of people played in a tournament. Maybe it's a bit more difficult with more pressure. Okay, talking about pressure, universe point.
The pressure is on.
Absolutely. FSL starting on defense. There. So I think both teams fired up. Come on, Evans starting with the disc. Again. FSL again with their zone. It's been working well so far. Oof. some contact, but Evans unfazed by it. Ooh. Oh, good defense there by Ming. Yekelmani, but he was just waiting for the disc to come to him, and Ming seeing his opening.
Yeah, we've seen that again and
flying
again.
through. Yes, absolutely.
People waiting for the disc and the defense not waiting for anything.
Absolutely. So now FSL, big chance to close out the game in their favor. Oh, Göttinger, good second effort there. Hiesler now with the disc. Sees Ming. Oh.
Oh, and that's a
a bit
score, no?
unsure. I'm unsure.
I thought
It kind of looked at it was down while he
was
was
it?
trying to catch it, but
okay. I didn't actually see it quite well enough,
mhm.
but we'll
Yeah, I think
We'll
this
get
is
the
this I think is a good option to look at the screen.
indeed. So Hiesler puts it out into space, but he's underneath it, and then here he's got the disc, and he.
Yeah, we get a number of FSL players looking at the replay with the. I
I'm
think they're
not
calling
sure.
it down. They're calling it down. They're calling it down. Yeah.
I
Okay,
think
FSL is calling it down after looking at the replay. So the disc goes back to fly high. Again, this FSL zone is out in full force. Corner opening up its arm. Jekelman sprinting for the disc, catching the pass, and making
history.
Making history. 15th point for Omega on the board. They will be really happy with this performance. It puts them into the chance to play for 9th place in the division.
And FSL will still have the opportunity to play for
11th.
11th, exactly.
Yes, exactly. But I think overall it was a really entertaining game. Got a lot of interesting, fun action from both teams. So congratulations for a great fight to both teams. Huge congratulations to Omega.
Congratulations to you, part of Omega.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't do anything this time. I just talked, which is also a lot of fun. So thank you all for listening, for watching. And yeah, put on a like if you liked it as much as we did.
That's a good idea.
And
We'll get some replays, especially if that last point, if that universe point presented by Force. See that great disc run down. And players clapping. And of course, our next game will be Gorillas Godzilla playing against Flying Colors.
oh, this is probably looking to be also a very entertaining game.
Indeed. Playing for
I think this is the crossover of the 5 to 8 bracket.
exactly, playing for 5th place semi.
Absolutely. So I think also both team the Gorillas are moving up from the B League, and Colors maintaining their seat. So yeah, looking forward to that game. And for all of us, I think we have a small break between games. So enjoy and see you at the next.
I know, you know, I know. You don't care about my life, don't care about my life. Look at me, I have thick skin. You don't care about my life, don't care about my life. Look at me, I have thick skin. My life, oh my life, oh my life.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, ultimate.
ulti.TV.